Howdy, howdy, Cancer, and welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having an amazing week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, thank you for your subscriptions, your likes, your shares. You're keeping this channel growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy your higher self has brought you here. You're in for an exciting journey. Now, what I'm going to be doing this week is a tarot card reading for the week of October 23rd through the 29th. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, okay? So, with that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Energy is good. I'm going to be pulling 15 cards. They're going to be in 5 groups of 3. The middle group is going to represent the nature of your problem. The upper left and upper right hand corner are going to be some future outcomes you might be considering. The bottom left is going to represent some perspectives you might be thinking about in relationship to the nature of the problem. And then the bottom right is going to be whatever messages your higher self would like you to know. And in case you all were curious, I'm using Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck. The imagery on these cards are super cool, so I'll make sure to show you those all throughout. But without, no, it's too early. So without further ado, higher self, we're getting it together. What do we have in store for Cancer? Believe me, if it was meant to come out, it'll pop out again. Trust me. Let's get these cards pulled, and we'll get to it. Nice! Oh, sorry. I love when you show up for yourself. Okay, Cancer. Let me, okay. And bam, bam, and bam. Okay. Alrighty. Get these cards all nice and neat. For however long I'm going to keep them nice and neat. Okay. All right. Okay, Cancer. So, for the nature of your problem this week, we have the Hanged Man. And the cards that came along with it are the Fool and the Princess of Disc. So this is pretty neat. I dig this. So, and this is appropriate. You're not the first to get the Hanged Man. This is, we're in Scorpio season. And this is a very transformative time. But it's also time, too, of, I feel it's a really good time for some introspection. And that's where some of you are this week. The Hanged Man is a card of redemption through sacrifice. I like to think of it as also, new perspectives. But it really is kind of this is a time to meditate. Maybe we've been going, and something's not quite working out. And the universe is just hey, I appreciate the tenacity. I'm loving this, but this is not serving you a purpose. So now it's time to we're pulling you up. We're pulling you up by this ankh. And we need to, it's forcing you to not necessarily forcing you to sit down, but just let's take a minute and, maybe let's evaluate what's really working for us. Because that's what I feel with the Hanged Man, this is it's one of those things, it's if you're doing something expecting different results, doing the same thing, that's insanity. And the Hanged Man, we don't want to be insane, Cancer. So this is just, all this is just ask you to just kind of sit back for a second. And where is it that maybe, I get that you want that redemption through sacrifice, but maybe we don't have to sacrifice so much. Maybe there's some easier ways to get this redemption. And I feel once we've, and again, this is to say this judgment-free zone. Some of us like to take a longer route. This is however long that journey is for this Hanged Man. Know that I'm going to be hanging right there with you until you're ready to come down. And then we can go ahead and embark on this new journey. We can take the wisdom that we've learned from this Hanged Man, and we can be inspired again to go on a new journey, because that's what the Fool is about. This is about, going into that journey with just renewed vigor and just that optimism and just that lust for life. That's what the Fool is about for me. Because look at them. They're so excited about this journey. Even when got a tiger attached down here, we got crocodiles floating in the water, but he's not focused on that. He's like, bring it on. We're doing that. We're focusing on these rainbows. We got grapes here. We got everything is just exciting and new. And I feel like it's one of those things. Once we get through this little meditative state here, once we've done some contemplation, maybe consider some new perspectives, it is about going out and just not being defeated. Trying it again, because that's the beauty of life. We take what we learn and then we go out and do it better. And what energy to do it better with than the Princess of Disc? The Princess of Disc is just like fecundity personified. She's very, for some of you, this could be a little one coming on the way. It's only going to resonate for some of you. But this card in itself, she's very nurturing energy. She's about, she's feeding all of this creative, this very nurturing and fertile energy. She's feeding that into the earth here. I don't know if you can see where this light is pouring down from her spear, and then the ground's lit up. And I can't wait to see what she's about to grow with this, because she's also standing too with this altar that she's standing on. This is the altar of Demeter, and Demeter is the goddess of the harvest. So we're getting ready to. We've taken this time. Oh, I hate that though. No, it's fine. We've taken this time. We've meditated. We've gone with that enthusiasm, and we're going out to plant new forests. We're planting forests all over the place, spreading that love, that nurturing, that abundance. Because who doesn't want some of that Cancerian love? I'm all for it. We're the nurturers of the zodiac. I'm a Cancer as well, but. So who better than to, and not to say that others can't, wherever you have Cancer in your placement, this is one of those things, really, whatever really take from this, and wherever you're going with that enthusiasm, really go excited to just pour this energy into it and just see the beauty that's going to come from it. Because I do feel like you're going to get the rewards from this Hangman are going to be rich. So definitely consider that. And you know what? Let me show. You're like, well, how do you know that, Justin? Well, let me show you. Because there are some future options here. We got the Queen of Cups, which is one of our cards, Cancer's card. Fortune. Whoop, 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 whoop. And more. I'm sorry. Did you ask for abundance? Because here's some more. 9. Oh, one more. 10 of Disc. Look at that, Cancer. Abundance is falling out of the sky, and Princess of Disc. Channeling that energy, and I love that. I'm honestly glad that I said that, because with the Queen of Cups here, the Queen of Cups does exactly just that. What I just did, she takes that energy, only instead of acting like a excited child, she's more calm with it. Because she's sitting on a throne of still water. Her stuff here, she's a very mysterious figure. She's got this, and I totally butchered this in Gemini's reading, but she has this diaphanous veil, which is this really thin layered veil over her face. She's the type, she is, how the Princess of Cups, or excuse me, the Queen of Cups is described is, she's impressionable by the other energies by the energies of other cards. And you would think being impressionable, that's a bad thing. But she's impressionable in the sense that she takes that energy on, and then she provides that calmness, whatever it looks like, So, how I was like, yeah, fortune. She's like, yes, we have fortune. Yes, we have wealth. Yes, I'm going to buy lily pads, and look at this stork. I'm going to send the stork to go grab some stuff, and look at this new cup that I got. She's taken on, look at what she's taken on, because this is energy I want to take on, Cancer. Fortune card, this is just that. I don't even have to, what more is there to say? This is good fortune coming in. And I feel like it's really being doubled down here with this, with the 10 of Disc, because this is a card of wealth. Whether it be, and really whatever abundance looks like for you. And I feel like fortune in general is just abundance, emotional, resources, all of that. This is just abundance. But this one more so with the disc. This can represent money matters, business affairs. So I do feel like this, if any of you who are looking for resources, which I know we're all looking for because we all got bills to pay and such, I feel like this is, you're taking this stuff, really taking what you learned from this reflection, going out with this, starting this, pouring in your heart and, and soul into this new endeavor that you're getting ready to come on. I feel like it's going to be profitable in a way that you won't believe. You're going to be fulfilled. And I don't think not just by resources. I think you're just going to be fulfilled with good fortune in general, emotional. I want all the good things for you. Whatever abundance in all of that, Cancer, that's what I want for you. I want that for everyone. But considering we're talking about you here, you know what? Take this, once you're done and you're basking in this, the thing with the Queen of Cups too, when people are coming to you like, oh, well, Cancer, how did you do this? I love what you're doing. It's kind of nice too. You can kind of take them in and then help permeate that energy, kind of show them, because now you can come with that compassion. You've gone through your Hanged Man experience, and what you've learned is how to help other people go with that excitement, plant that seed and to do all this stuff so that they have that good fortune, that money. Again, I'm still learning from you, Queen of Cups. I'm just do Queen of Cups, but just with go with just an enthusiasm, but when it comes in, treat it with that Queen of Cups calm. We want to really appreciate that. So yeah, let's I won't, because I could stay in that energy all day. Let's move on to this left hand side here, because I want to talk about you. With the left hand side, we have yourself, the Chariot. You have the eight of disc, and then the Magus card. Now, this is about that. I don't even know why I moved this stuff. This is your card of victory. That's exactly what the Chariot represents. Triumph, just victory, that epic win. And what I like about the Chariot too is normally in Chariot cards they're usually going off somewhere, or we're getting to the goal. He's already here. He's sitting there meditating. We're contemplating. We're sitting with our fortune. We're sitting with our ten of disc. We're in this serene, tranquil environment. And it's. I mean, what can I say? Cancer. This reading it's pretty much writing itself, and that's what I feel like with this in relationship. There is victory on the horizon, and again, I love this. Everything's like doubling down. Eight of disc. This is about wisdom, about prudence. You're really getting what's the word I'm looking for? Really getting really good at figuring out how to spend your resources and being very savvy and in that aspect. And taking everything that, again, you're learning so much from this Hanged Man. I'm learning so much about you, Cancer. You're learning so much from this woof, I can barely talk. You've become so wise, Cancer. I'm still picking up on this wisdom, but you are so wise, and you take that wisdom. Take this win, take everything that you learned from here, and just keep manifesting, because that's what the Magus is about. This is my card of, this is manifestation at its very beginning. And since we're starting a new journey from this Hanged Man situation, what better way to not just manifest, but enjoy your manifestation? Because look at them, they have this big old smile on their face while they're making all this stuff. And because what's there not to be happy about, Cancer? This is a solid ass reading right here. The energy is feeling really good. So I'm hoping that you see, even if I haven't quite mastered the calmness of the Queen of Cups, it's one of those things. You see how we can make this energy and kind of like just permeate that out. I'm hoping, I'm trying to send all these good vibes at you. They might be a little aggressive, but I'm sending all the good vibes, because that's what I'm feeling here, Cancer. This is going to be some good times, and especially being in Virgo season, all this introspection and stuff. Really get as much as you can from that, because that is going to really help you with this Princess of Disc energy. Okay, so all right, I think it's safe to move on. I really just want to chill with you in this energy just so much longer. Okay, let's move on to. I don't even remember the nature of your problem anymore. Let's move on to move on where your head's at and try to make sense of this mess. And that's funny that I say that because you got here Queen of Swords, Two of Wands, and Queen of Wands. Oof. Look at all the queens. Oh, we're only missing the. Well, we got the princess. So the Queen of Disc could make it, but the princess is here. So equally, your presence is just as welcome. But and I don't know if I actually mentioned about this with the queens and the princes. I don't think you have any. I don't know if there's a prince buried underneath all this abundance, but with the queens and the princes, they can also represent people. I say first apply it to yourself because. Just because you're nuanced, Cancer. This is just because she's the watery part of water. This is Cancer's card, so this is absolutely you, Cancer. But even with this, the queens are the watery part of whatever element. She's a watery part of air. She's a watery part of fire. Some of you might have some air in your chart, some fire in your chart. I got both. So I know you got. Do I have any air in my chart? I could be lying. Oh no, my moon. Duh. This is not about me. With the Queen of Swords. See, still getting wrapped up in here. Queen of Swords is about clarity. And I don't know how much more clarity you want, but she's here. She's like, yo. She's known as the liberator of the minds, and I feel like she's kind of like she's like my no bullshit card, and like in a sense of like check your energy at the door. And this goes for herself too. This is about she's on this throne of clouds here, and if she's letting this stuff kind of weigh her down, this let's say she's she's more so in the sacrificing, really digging into the sacrificing part of this hangman. If she shoulders that, she's gonna fall right through these clouds. And I tell you what, a fallen queen does not make a happy Queen of Swords. So I feel like this is you getting that clarity, you realizing all the wisdom and stuff that you have gotten from this hangman situation. And I feel like that's going to help you to establish this this dominion here, the Two of Wands. This is a card of this is the root of well, not the root. This is like the how do they put it? Like the strongest part of fire, because this is Mars and Aries, and Mars is Aries' ruler, both fire. This is just like the purest form of fire. That's what it is. And but it's more than that. It's a card of like harmony, of balance, of really kind of getting that, taking all of this and establishing that new domain, really spreading what you've learned from all of this, and being that example. Like I feel like this is a good leading through example kind of card. Show when people are like, well, how did you get all this abundance? How did you get so wise? Because you took the time, and then when you learned, you didn't let it keep you down. You kept it going because what do we do, Cancer? We are represented by victory, Cancer. So there's always victory at the end of the line. It's just how we get there. And being in all of this, all this energy, I feel like that's good to say too. With the Queen of Wands, she is a card of like my card of calm. Calm, authoritative figure. With her being the watery part of fire, it's very contradictory energies, but everything is where it should be. You can have her, you look here, you would think this fire is all over the place. No, this is exactly where she wills it to be. Her staff, everything about her is just so presentable. Even her cheetah here, cool as a cucumber. And that's Queen of Wands. She's the coolest cucumber one of the coolest ones out of the deck as far as like as keeping it chill. That's Queen of Wands. I really feel like it's, once you get this clarity, establish that domain, you are going to be so regal, Cancer. Look at that. You are the trifecta here. We're really, and you know what? You can chill. You can hang with them too, Princess, because I love this, Cancer. I'm loving all this big energy that you're bringing. So, and I really feel like you're going to get the most out of this transformation. It is just being with it though, and really having that prudence from past experience to realize that's what's going on in this hanged man right here. That abundance this didn't just happen. Like I was saying with that Wheel of Fortune. Well, at least I don't know if I said, I got so caught up, but the Wheel of Fortune too. The Wheel of Fortune is like one of those cards. It's like, it's great to have, but it's like having the winning lottery ticket and not cashing it in. Because look at all this abundance here that you have, but if we're just sticking around here, we're not even paying this. We'd rather just kind of wallow in here. I just want to sacrifice. But when are we getting our redemption? When do you redeem yourself, Cancer? Because and I say that, so everyone's journey is different. Let me before I move to your future, everyone's journey is different. And however long, however short it takes, it's all unique to you. If you see someone's like, well, how come their abundance is coming by faster than mine? That's because they needed it in that moment. You still have some lessons to learn. That's not to say that the other person is better. It's just like their lesson might not have been, everyone is getting something different from this Hanged Man moment. And no, you're not hanging here by yourself, Cancer. No matter what stage, however long this road is until all this abundance starts rolling in, you're not by yourself. Because guess who's here all excited for you and reveling in it? I'm right there with you. Cancers united. So let's, and I really hope that helps, make this Hanged Man a little bit easier. Because you really are, there's going to be some really good stuff coming, Cancers. Once you've learned to take these moments, and you know what, we're going to get ready to talk. I promise, for your higher self, I'm getting to you. Now you made me lose my train of thought. We're going to get there, Cancer, is what I'm basically trying to get at. So okay, fine. You know what? Let's get to the, your higher self wants to talk to you. And I think they're trying to bring my point home. So, with what your higher self wants you to know, you have the Ten of Wands, almost got trapped, the Nine of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Now, this is kind of what I was talking about with everyone's journeys being different. Your higher self is letting you know that it's going to feel uncomfortable sometimes. This is the Ten of Wands is a card of oppression, and I feel like it's your energy is feeling, oppressed, or maybe you're repressing some feelings, or, whatever this energy is, maybe you see the abundance, but you're trying to rush this. You're just like, why won't it go? And in that, the Ten of Wands is one of the most destructive cards in the deck, as far as like getting trapped up in stuff, because look at how you got your 8 wands down here. This energy doesn't know where to go. It's being blocked here, and that's because this is that where did it go? This is that Prudence down here. But pretend these are disc here. This is your Prudence, but you got to get through this lesson first. And I can feel how that, in that moment of that waiting, it gets unbearable. And it's just like, when you don't know what to do, sometimes we can get a little destructive. So I feel like it's like, this is saying kind of take that time. Oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and move on to this next card, because this is perfect. If you're feeling that pressure, that like, why isn't this happening for me? What should I do in the meantime? You're trying to force it. Nine of Wands is there to say, just relax. They have strength on the bottom here, but I feel like it's one of my recovery cards, in the sense of like, recover your strength. This is like, take a step back. This is some time for some self-care. Hanged Man situation, or any card, like any of my meditative cards that's calling you to do some introspection, that takes a lot out of you. And with the Knight of Wands here, I feel like your higher self is letting you know it's okay to relax. Totally understand your frustration. You're feeling like that maybe this doesn't feel like it's happening fast enough, but know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be in this moment in time. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about the past. Right now, you're exactly where you need to be. This is noise. This is like, worrying about when is this going to be done. That's future thinking. When is it? When is this? Rather than, okay, I'm feeling this right now. What is that? What is causing this? What got me here? Because you don't get in this destructive state just because. I don't care who you are. Just don't wake up and you're just like, ah. Yeah, that's a real attractive noise. But you don't do that. This is ten of Wands doesn't just happen. This is something that I feel like this can be the result of when we're trying to rush that wisdom. So, lastly, Five of Swords. Five of Swords is a card of defeat. This is that defeatist mentality. This is that worry, that anxiety, poverty. Maybe you're worried about like, hey, I got bill. Like, Justin, I get it. I want to take this time, but I got bills to pay. And I'm not saying, do self-care that's going to be to detriment of yourself. But what's also not going to serve you well is if you're trying to do this thing, but you're doing it you're coming at it wrong. If you're doing this, like expending this energy, not using this properly, it's just gonna keep you in this defeatist mentality. And we've already talked about this, Cancer. You're a winner. The proof is in the card. We are winners. And this is for everyone. Like whomever happens to see this, show your friends, let them know, tell people that they are winners. Because this defeatist mentality, it's once you realize what a is it time to I think I can go ahead and let's transition back over Cancer, because this is just a hot mess. You can barely read that. Oh, we've moved over. So Cancer, see, even when you feel like you're being defeated, even when you're over here, just bring it back over here. Because you haven't been defeated. Because you're still here. You showed up for yourself. You're watching this video right now. You're not down and out. Sometimes, and I might have mentioned this in the last video, but I will mention it again. Whenever you are feeling, and whenever in this defeatist, this Ten of Wands, oppressed energy, put this on. Remind yourself. I know that I have them listed by weeks, but it's to serve, save some of these, whenever you need that pick-me-up. Because sometimes it's just as simple. We just need a reminder in these hangman moments. It's one thing to know that you're upside down, but it's another to be in it. And when you're in it, it's easy to forget all this stuff that the abundance and all that is coming. You're a champion, Cancer. And I will tell you that as many times as you need me to. In this video, and most likely in future videos. So, I love it. I absolutely love it, Cancer. Let's leave it there. I hope that I really wanted that to resonate with all of you, but I definitely hope that resonates with at least some of you, because I want you. If you don't take anything else from here, be a winner. You take that. You don't have a choice. You're a winner, and I'm leaving it. You know what? Think what you will. Know that I think only the best of you. So be sure, on that note, well, not a shameless way to say like, share, and subscribe. And you know what? Check your placements. You know how I was talking about all of that? Because, it may seem... Well, I clearly wasn't talking about myself here, but it's one of those things. See how these cards can apply for yourself? Like I found just in myself, I found how I'm a water sign, air sign, and the fire sign. Check your placements, the challenge this week is check your Jupiter placement. And I say all these things just so that you can get a better image of yourself. When you have a better idea of how you operate, that makes these hanged man situations so much easier, because you'll learn things about you, like strengths and things that you never thought that you had. Believe it or not, I have a bunch of Leo in my placement, from my Mercury, my Venus, my Mars, my Jupiter, and my rising, all Leo, all day. And I would have never thought that, and it really did kind of change, like kind of life-changing in a sense of like, oh, okay, I can operate like this, and it just winner, hang out, just winner. You wanna, so, okay, hold on. Okay, I won't beat that to death anymore, Cancer. I'm reveling in it. I'm reveling in your victory. I want it to be clear that you're great. But, hey, do you want to tell them what time it is? Or should I tell them? Okay, I'll tell them. So the Chariot wants you to know that it's celestial. Oh, I can't make an N. News. Imagine that's an N. Weekly. And that's a W. That was sad, Cancer. But you know what? I felt like a winner while I was doing it, and that's all that matters, Cancer, because that's how we do things. Let me calm down a little bit. Okay. Thank you, T. All right. So this week is bananas. A lot of very busy week this week for the news, so I'll try not to. I'll make sure not to keep you too long. So on the 23rd, that's today, the Saturn, the whole Saturn is going direct, and what that might, perfect. You know, that might bring about some fears. You know, while we're in this phase, you know, might bring about some fears, some pressure, but through hard work, mastery, you know, because that's what Saturn wants for you at the end of the day. It's not putting the stuff on you just to be a dick. It's like, hey, I want you to grow from this. I want you in all, remember how regal I said you are? I want you to Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, baby, so that we can get to this Chariot. You know, that's all that Saturn wants. It wants to motivate you. You know, it doesn't want no more procrastinating. You know, we don't want to get your lesson from this. But once we've got it, let's keep it moving. Let's take that Princess of Disc energy and look at that. She's gone. She's like, nope, Justin, I don't got time for you. I got shit to do. That's what we got shit to do, Cancer. Next. Oh, come here, girl. Okay. Next, we have Scorpio's throwing a wild party this week, being Scorpio season. Venus and the Sun are entering Scorpio on the 23rd. And with Venus entering the Sun, this is a time for really establishing like those deep connections. So again, you know, while you're going through this hangman moment, don't go through it by yourself. Maybe seek some... Oh, okay. I need everyone to stop jumping. Oh, I need you to come here. Okay, fine. You're just going to have to sit on there for a second. But yeah, this is that time for like establishing deep relationships, you know, and forming that. So, you know, maybe while you're dealing with this hangman, while your hangman's on the ground, maybe find someone who can help you pick that up, you know, and kind of help pick you up. So, that was good. You like that, Cancer? I like that. Now, with the Sun entering Scorpio, this is kind of about digging beneath the surface and kind of uncovering any... Man, because now I need them. Come here, hands. Oh, yeah, are you really going to give me a hard time? Okay, sorry for that, Cancer. Wow. But see how much we have to work for this hangman? Hangman requires a lot of work. But, you know, we're finding truths hidden beneath the surface so that we can grow. That's what the Sun entering Scorpio is supposed to signify. Don't get caught up in that. We're moving on. Lastly, Juno is going direct. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Juno, it's one of the 4 major asteroids that we have. There's Juno, Ceres, Pallas, and Vesta. And for you history buffs, they was discovered in 1805. They all were discovered within, I think, about 7 years of each other, roughly. But they all represent the different... Ooh, where are all my queens at? They represent different feminine aspects of the spirit. And with Juno in particular, we're in that relationship time. This is about integrating like the information that we've learned from... Okay, I'll pick you up carefully this time. From our reflective... Just chill. You know, I'm picking up this... all this stuff that we learned reflecting. You know, this is about integrating that into our lives now, integrating that into our relationships. You know, we've grown. Now let's spread that love a little bit. You know, spread that compassion. So that's what Juno going direct means. Now, on the 25th, there's going to be a partial new moon solar eclipse. I know, right? That's a whole lot. With the solar eclipse just in general, they're bringing about, you know, just like either new beginnings or unexpected news. But it's a time for taking all of the positive aspects of this Scorpio season and the passion that they have, the resourcefulness, the depth, the perceptivity, and how can we incorporate that in our everyday, really taking all that good transformative energy and applying that to ourselves, and then having, again, permeating that out into the world, because this is a great time for that. Two more things and I'll get you out of here. Well, two more things and a surprise card and I'll get you out of here. On the 28th, Jupiter, which is still in retrograde, is going to be entering Pisces. And this is just about expanding our awareness in our spirituality and in compassion. It's like, see, this is why, I'm always talking about, I'm harping on self-care, meditation, compassion, mindfulness, because that's what the universe is doing. It's doing the exact same thing. So I don't want to blame the universe for this. No, I'll take credit for it. I'm going to keep doing it. The universe is going to keep doing it, because that's what we want. We want the world to be just all loving and good vibes. So this is about that time, expanding that, get in touch with your spirituality some, dig into, trust that intuition, while you got a new journey coming up. You're going to be manifesting a whole lot of cool stuff. So what better time? Lastly, remember I said Scorpio invited everyone to the party? Mercury showed up a little late, typical. But this is going to be happening on the 29th. Mercury's entering Scorpio. And this is a time to kind of talk about difficult issues, whether it's regarding relationships, money, even mortality, anything that, is considered like taboo. This is really those times to have like those deep, meaningful conversations. This is not a time for superficial stuff. This is definitely a time of we're providing some depth in our lives. So Cancer. That's what I have for you here. I really enjoyed that. And I really do hope that resonated with you all. Let me get you the surprise card in, because I tell you, this has been. I appreciate you sticking through this circus. So, what do we got? Cancer. One of your cards, and what a good card to end up on. Love for your, and this is two. I like with the Two of Cups. This could be. If you're in love and all that stuff, this could be love coming in for you too. But first and foremost, what I like to talk about with the Two of Cups, it starts here. This lotus right here, this is you. Two of Cups can't happen if you are not in alignment. If you're not loving yourself, if you're not being compassionate during these tough times. If we're not being compassionate during this Ten of Wands, Five of Swords time, it's not going to do well for your cups. But once you do love your cups, because this is Venus and Cancer. This is just like so much nurturing energy going on here, Cancer. How can I not be so excited? I really have enjoyed this reading. But yeah, just take this time, love yourself. Show compassion for yourself too during this hangman time, because I get it. Hangman situations are tough. They are tough, but you're not alone in this again. You got you, I got you, your higher self has got you, the Chariot has got you. Oh. It's fine. He didn't go far. So see, it's never victory. Thank you. Victory is never far away. I'm leaving it there, Cancer. Enjoy the rest of your week. That's it. Enjoy the rest of your week. Keep raising the vibration, and I will catch you on the next one. I'll catch you on the next one later.